Hello, lovely people. My name is Carrie Brown, and welcome to Cheese of the Week, where we show you how to completely upgrade your keto, low carb, or whatever the heck lifestyle you live, simply by changing up your cheese, because there are a million different types. Okay, that's possibly a little bit of an exaggeration. There's hundreds and hundreds of different cheeses in the world, and if you just stick with your cheddar, mozzarella, jack thing, you are missing out. And if you're getting a little tired, a little taste bud bored with the cheese that you're eating, a little foray into the world of cheese could really make your life so much tastier. And this, on my right, is Mr. Yogi Parker.
Hello.
Today we have two cheeses. This one is Somerdale White Stilton with mango and ginger. And this one is No Name Stilton Cranberry. So I'm not sure where the no name came from, but I gotta tell you that fruited Stilton is one of my favorite holiday things. Now, I typically don't have the fruited Stilton at any time of the year other than the holidays, because for me, it's a treat. Of course, it's got the fruit in. Some is more carby than the others. I don't eat a ton of it, but one of the things I like to do is, like, I'll have a little piece of fruited Stilton instead of dessert. So a little inch of this is my dessert around the winter holiday seasons, because it just, I don't know, it's just something I like to do. So we have the mango ginger and we have the cranberry. Which one would you like to try first?
Let's go for the mango.
Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of Stilton unless it has fruit in. So I don't know why that is, but yeah.
When I was driving the truck, I was in and out of truck stops all the time, and they always had a ton of, cookies baking, cinnamon rolls baking, and you were bombarded with sweet stuff all the time, so you get real big sweet craving. But being keto, you don't want to eat a lot of sweets. One of the desserts that I would do is I would take a little bit of 100% chocolate, and I would get a fruited cheese like a Stilton or a one of the goat's cheeses with the fruit around it, and I would put it on a little square of 100% chocolate and eat it, and it would kind of quell my sweet tooth for the moment.
Now, I want to say that we've done fruited Stilton before on a previous episode. This is show number 40. I have a very hazy recollection of the previous 39 episodes. So if we've done this before, I'm pretty sure we haven't done the mango ginger. We may have done the cranberry. But you know what? It's always good to be reminded about the good things in life. So there, have at it, your mango ginger. That's delicious.
It is very delicious. I'm not really getting a whole lot of ginger out of it.
I, however, am getting just enough ginger. It'll come at the end.
Mm.
Just enough ginger to counteract the sweet of the mango. Just enough.
And I love mango. And that's really nice, because I haven't had mango in a while. But mango was one of my favorite desserts in the Philippines. Having mango stuff. So I really miss mango. That's really nice.
That's very delicious.
It's a very creamy cheese.
Crumbly.
Texture-wise, but crumbly at the same time.
Crumbly, creamy.
You're using your mouse for the first time.
I'm using my mouse because I knew it wouldn't be hard. However, I'm going to use this one so that we don't cross-contaminate.
So I found these cheeses over at our little local market here that sells a lot of local foods and meats and cheeses and things called Tony's. So I want to say thank you to Tony's, if you're watching, for having a cool little selection of different cheeses. They had a sriracha Gouda in there that I would love to try.
I have no desire to try sriracha Gouda. None.
All right.
This is the cranberry.
Now the cheese on the cranberry one is much stronger.
Mm-hmm.
The cheese flavor.
Completely different Stilton.
It is.
I don't know where this was made, because it was, they actually wrapped it up at the deli, so it doesn't have any brand or creamery labeling on it.
And this Stilton is actually not very creamy at all. Or not very creamy, I mean not very sweet at all, even though there's cranberries in there.
Mm-mm.
So I actually don't think I got a cranberry on my slice, but the cheese itself is pretty nice. It's a sharper, it's definitely sharper than the mango cheese and more pronounced flavor, kind of a tart flavor to it.
This, I like the cheese.
Yeah.
But if I'd had my eyes closed and hadn't read the label, I would never have said cranberry.
Yeah.
So
I think the part that we just got a part with no cranberry in it.
So I think this isn't my favorite. I'm pretty sure Trader Joe's do a cranberry one at the holidays that I like a lot more. However, having said that, I actually loved the Stilton cheese on this, which is weird because Stilton's not really my thing.
Now, does Stilton melt real well?
I don't know. I think it does.
Okay. If it melts really well, you could do an awesome Thanksgiving themed fondue with this. Melt it in a little pot and then dip your turkey and your bread in there, and that would be pretty awesome.
But yeah, I would recommend if you are on keto or low carb and you're missing desserts and you have those days where just a little something is all you need, I would highly recommend looking for fruited Stiltons and just have a little cube of that, or also the goat cheese logs, which they put blueberries or cinnamon, cranberry around the log. I just have a little 1-inch slice of that. That's also one of my favorite desserts. Makes me feel like I'm having a dessert, but without all of the carbs and the sugar.
Yeah.
So there it is.
And like I said, I used to have the little 100% chocolate from Ghirardelli's, or from our friend Matthew, who owns Craftsman Cliff Roasters, who makes his own chocolate. And I would have a little square of the chocolate, 100% chocolate, with some of that fruited cheese on there, and it was a delicious, because you got that chocolate, and then the fruit from the cheese would sweeten up as you ate the chocolate, and it was really nice. It's really nice.
So thumbs up to the fruited Stilton. There's a growing number of different flavors out there. As I say, I typically reserve the fruited Stiltons for the holidays because it's like a treat for me. During the year, if I have an urge, I'll typically get the goat's cheese with the fruit around it. But you know, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I've never actually had a Stilton until I started hanging out with you. So this is my first time ever having a Stilton was hanging out with you. I didn't know what Stilton was.
Heathen.
Yes, we know that.
Yes. Boy, howdy do we. Okay, that's it. Fruited Stilton. Go get some. Enjoy it as a little dessert. And we will see you next week on episode number 41 of
Cheese of the week.
Cheese of the week.
And before you go, make sure that you hit the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, and hit the little bell, because then that way every time a new video comes out, you'll get an alert.
And it's not just cheese. We talk about other things too. And now that the Fatty Joe Show podcast is a thing, there's lots of other really smart people sharing lots of really cool info, like Dr. Ted Naiman, and I was going to say Dr. Amy Berger, but she's not a doctor, but she should be. Dr. Peter Ballestead, and a whole host of other awesome people like Gary Taubes, who have sat down and had a chinwag with yogis, so you can watch those too. So that's it. That's all we got today. We'll see you next week.
See ya.